This video is for Dr. Edwards' social work class. I've posted the keyword video. That is just a generic thing, but think about those keywords before you begin. One thing about those keywords with Dr. Edwards' topics, you have a pretty good basis, but think of other words that may describe them. First off, this video is going to assist you in searching Primo, the library's catalog. Begin at the library's homepage, and if you're not here, click Quick Links. Off of any UNCP page, select Library, and it will bring you here. Primo is the library's catalog, and also it contains a lot of our databases. You can use this to search for everything the library owns. I like to use Primo just primarily to search for books, because it will search for books and ebooks on ebook chapters. I don't like it so much for articles, but that's my preference. So simply begin by typing in your keywords. You may want to go ahead and do an advanced search, because that'll just give you several lines to search for your topics in. One of the topics was, I know on the list somebody mentioned in class, was group therapy versus individual therapy when you're dealing with autistic children or autistic individuals. So probably you're going to have to look at both group therapy and individual therapy to come up with your own, what each one of them does best. So what I would do, I would just enter the word group therapy. And as you see, it's popping up suggestions from where I've done a search like this before, probably for your class. Group therapy in one line and autistic children in the other. Autistic child. Now, notice I could do this on one line. If I did it on one line, I would need to add the word "and" in between the two of them. And notice here at the end of my line where my cursor, my little hand symbol circling, is the word "and." Notice it is in all caps. If I did a "and" or not between two terms, I would need to do it in capitals. And I'm going to type in "or individual" here. I did not do this in class. So if you're watching the video, you get something extra. So I typed that in. Now you can also put quotation marks around your terms if it's more like one or two words or more, and that will look for that as a term and not as individual words. I have results. I have 2,500 results. This is both books and articles. If you just need books, you can click here on books. That will bring up ebooks and physical books. Excuse me. And notice sometimes it doesn't do too well with the quotation marks because I just got therapy here. It may be that the words group therapy or individual therapy are in the descriptors, because when it's the databases search, they search throughout all the records unless you tell them where to search. And some of these that are online, if you click one of the books, it will tell you what database it's in. Here are some of the key terms and descriptors. Notice it's just looking for therapy in this, so always take a look at the record, the descriptor, or the abstract. That will help you to determine whether or not the item is worth your time. This one does have autistic child in it. Could be I spelled autism wrong. If ever you get no results, check your spellings. And also when I look through my records here, I look for these subject terms: alternative treatment, autism in children, music therapy. Now, if I'm looking for things dealing with autism, I may click on this term. It will bring up everything in this database that has that term. Notice I got 548. Now, I could also go back and add in group therapy. and I'll knock it down to 78. So this is a way you can deal with items like this. If I'm only looking for books, again, I can click on resource, under resource type, click books. If I want physical books, I can click held by library or available online for ebooks. If I'm just looking for peer-reviewed journals, I can also click here, and that will look for journal articles. And again, it's looking for this exact subject. If there's nothing under this exact subject, it will not pull them up. So what I can do is go up here and change this. If I scroll up, I can say any field and say autism, and just take off the in children and do my search this way: autism and group therapy. Notice I've got almost 90,000. If I need just peer-reviewed journals or books, I can do either here. Now again, because this search is so much, sometimes I do not like the way this database narrows it down. Still, you see I still have 50,000. I can limit by publication date. I can also go under subject. And click autism. That should reduce my results down. And here's some that bringing in group cognitive behavior therapy. I may look at this article. And if you pull up an article, click on the title. It should give you a link of the various databases it is in. And you can click on one and proceed from there. And again, this also brings up part of the subjects. You see there's a lot of subjects. And if you click on one of these, again, it can narrow it down. This is a little bit about searching Primo. So if you have any questions, contact us at the library. Thank you.